like, you know what I need to do right now, right this minute, because I said I was gonna make sure I did it. I'm not gonna leave this conversation without telling you dudes, telling you, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't James Winston, like, it was an investigation, some similar to Ty Gurley, but it just kind of went away?
It was at the same time because they thought the same
Right.
people had the same two people had had something to do with him, but they realized it was. I guess they realized it didn't. And those people, yes, their names, because this shouldn't be left anonymous. Byron, nope, sorry, it's Brian with a Y. Brian Allen and Shane Smith. Yeah, those two punks. So now, let me read you guys the next step to the bill. Governor Nathan Deal just has to sign it. Same way they did with this Religious Freedom Act thing in Indiana. For it to become law, Nathan Deal signed it. It would make it a quote unquote high and aggravated misdemeanor to solicit student athletes to accept money, punishable by up to a year and a $5,000 fine. I wish the jail time was higher, and I wish the fine was more. And initially, it was the guy who did it, Barry Fleming. He's a former University of Georgia. Well, he's a University of Georgia graduate now in Congress. He's a representative. He initially wanted to be $25,000, and I'm all for it, cuz I'm all for it, because it's ridiculous. I've been saying this for years. Like, there is no, like, the NCAA is such a joke because they can do nothing to these people. They have no subpoena power. They have no legal power, but they have power over these athletes. And the next thing you know, this kid is missing 4 games out of his season before it ended up tearing his damn knee up. Yeah, good. And I hope all these dudes go to jail. Either that on one side of the ledger, or on the other side, these kids just keep getting paid and nobody snitches. That's why I call this the snitch killer. I named this the other week.
Bill?
I call it the snitch killer. Yeah. Because now, if you snitch, guess what else you're doing? You're snitching on yourself, dummy.
And you're going to jail.
Do that. And here's the other thing I wish the bill included. Because, again, I'm going to read it to you. It says it's a high and aggravated misdemeanor to solicit a student athlete to accept money punishable by up to a year in jail and a $5,000 fine. Now, I wish it had something to do also with, like, bartering your property. Like how Terrell Pryor, he gave dude some gold pants for some tattoos. See,
right.
that's not in the verbiage either. You know, I think, and maybe, well, it's a good reason it's not. Maybe it's a separate bill. Nah. Now that I think about it, it can't be, because, like, there is no crime there. You know, if some dude just gives you some pants and you give him a tattoo, no one's snitching. You know what I mean? Or unless you broker the deal. Like, if you're the tattoo artist, Rob, and you broker the deal, and it's like, look, man, you give me those pants, I give you a tattoo. Right. So there, that's what it should be. It should include that. Like, if you broker the deal, and then you turn around and try to tell that I gave you my gold pants for a tattoo, yeah, you need to go to jail too. Let's go. Yeah. Because that's how good business is done. Like, a good business deal, they always say, where both people feel like they're getting screwed in the end, that's a good deal. In this case,
I mean, the bottom line is, like, you know, at some point, these dudes, I mean, an autograph, I mean, because, you know, these guys, I mean, we talked about this on this show to no ends. I mean, these guys are being promoted, you know, like Ty Gurley has been on endless number of commercials. Mm-hmm. Like, endless numbers of commercials, right? That's how they sell it.
Yep. CBS, ESPN, all of them.
Right. A couple years ago, after he made that, he dived maybe like 7 yards on Kentucky. He dived from like the 7-yard line into the end zone. Like, dude, I remember like the next 2 weeks when they were, you know, talking about the SEC matchups coming. Like, that was one of the clips in the montage. So it's like, if you selling it that way, like, technically, you know, the player, I mean, if somebody want to give me $25 for me to sign my name on a piece of paper, guess what? It kind of should be my right to get that $25. It's my name.
You damn right. You damn right.
You know, it's my name. If somebody want to go get a jersey, if they just want to go to the bookstore or wherever and buy my jersey and bring it to the game and ask me to sign it, right? And they turn around and sell it, guess what? Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well. Like, like I said, all of that, it's kind of foolish. But I'm glad that there is something in place now, where at least here in Georgia, that will prevent that kind of stuff from happening. And other states need to look at it.
I was just about to say, it needs to become a federal thing.
Oh, it's going to be a federal law.
No, I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be.
Yeah,
it needs to cover the entire country. Everywhere there's a college campus, it needs to cover everyone.
Right, because this happens everywhere. Everywhere that you have a big-time player, it's going to happen.
Right.
Bottom line.
Somebody's going to get pissed off. And from my understanding, the dudes got mad because they couldn't sell the stuff for what they wanted for it. So then they got mad at the kid. Like, what you mean? That's on you. Like, I did my part.
Yeah,
I signed it.
Them little bitty ass footballs.
Right.
Yeah, nobody want that.
Anyway, man. Like, because you're stupid at business, now I got to be punished? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I wish somebody would do my kid like that. Yeah, you're going to get found. Definitely. You're going to get found.
I mean, but then this guy, the one up in Rome with the whole Ty Gurley situation, like, I think he had, like, a memorabilia store and all of that kind of stuff. So like, that, I mean, like, that's his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, his business is to make money off of people's autographs. I mean, and it's like, it's just kind of unfair. If that is the case that you couldn't sell it, so you decided just to let everybody know, like, that's foolish.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Let me tell you exactly what it says. Yeah, Allen, who leaked the details about Gurley signing merchandise, did a joint interview with Sports Illustrated and ESPN in December. He said that he wasn't trying to hurt the Georgia star running back. Man, go kill yourself. Yeah, do something terrible to yourself. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't think I read that part of it earlier today. Now I'm even madder.
Then what was he doing?
Exactly. What's the point?
If you weren't trying to hurt him or bring the team down or something like that, you know, then what were you doing?
He's an idiot, man. Yeah, man. I hope. Oh, I wish this was. I wish it may have, because they say he did a Sports Illustrated interview, and maybe I just didn't catch the names. But man, if I was a Georgia fan, I'd find these dudes on Twitter and Instagram, and I'd just type onslaught.
And that's what happened initially. That's what happened.
Oh, did it?
Was that everybody? Yeah, people were giving that dude death threats.
Good.
Like, he ended up having to get, like, you know, like, the police protection up in Rome, because all these folks were coming at him. Because then, like, on his Twitter account, it was like, under his profile, it was like diehard Gator fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like all the wrong
salt
like,
in the wound. Oh God!
Yeah.
Bulldog Nation, go Dogs!
Because I'm like, dude, you knew what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because just look at what ended up happening as a result of Ty Gurley being gone from the team. Look at what happened.
Yeah, you found out who Hudson Mason was, but you also found out who Nick Chubb was too. So we'll say that.
Nick Chubb. Oh yeah.
You found out who Nick Chubb was.
But just imagine with Georgia only lost one game while Ty Gurley was gone. That was against Florida. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, how coincidental. You make sure this dude is gone when they get ready to play the team that you read it on Twitter. Like, come on.
Well,
man.
let's be honest on how that Georgia game went. I mean, that Florida game went.
Know.
Yeah, they just got big boys. They got big boys.
Right.
You
say they got it pushed in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did they? Roughly too. No grease. Like, Muschamp was like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to line up and we're going to hand the ball off every time. Every time. Don't even think about throwing the ball, quarterback. We're going to run this ball every time. And dare them to stop it. And they couldn't. They couldn't stop anyone running the football. So, yeah, Todd Gurley or not. Because Nick Chubb had an awesome game. He fumbled one time. But other than that, had an awesome game. But guess what? Their running backs had an even better game. And that was the day. That was the day the national championship hopes just went down the drain, or the playoff hopes.
Down the drain.
Down the drain.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Florida. Florida did it.
I mean, but then, you know, like, folks just, I mean, at that point, it was just all about, well, let's just get Gurley back, you know, see him back healthy and all. Then he comes back, and then his first game back.
Gone.
It was his last game as a Bulldog. Yeah, man.
And I 100% blame the NCAA for that. I 100% blame it, and that's not even me joking. I do. I blame them 100% for that kid tearing his ACL. Period.
Like, that makes no sense, man. Absolutely no sense.
Dude, guess what I ate last night when I stopped recording, when I was done with the show. Guess what I ate? Huh?
Public?
No.
You got a hot public?
I had some General Tao's dog. It was delicious too. I crushed
German
it.
Shepherd.
Oh, it may even been like a collie or something. I don't know, like a boxer. I don't know. It was awesome too, and I got some more downstairs in the refrigerator. I'm gonna crush it when we done here tonight again.
Oh my God!
Double crush it.
Oh,
yeah, dude. had like a gamey fighter's taste to it. Pit bully. It was awesome.
Pit bull, right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, screw you, FEMA. It was awesome and delicious. And it was just, the sauce was just right. Had that little hint of heat in the back of your throat when you're done. That spice, the ginger they put in there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I got some more downstairs. I'm gonna go out and crush it when I'm done here too.
Oh, boy, you.
As soon as I got down there, it was on the kitchen island. I opened the box up. I was like, look at here. It's all fresh too.
I said it takes this kind of pit bully.
Yeah, it's fresh too. Like it was just barking yesterday. Couldn't have been any fresher.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I destroyed it too. They put that joint in that flour and that that cornstarch and fried it up. Oh yeah, perfectly too.
Oh my God.
It was perfectly juicy and fried. It was awesome. I can't wait till we done too. I wish I'd have threw it in the microwave before we started recording. I ate it on the air for everyone to hear.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Oh yeah, it was outstanding. Oh, you know what? Real quick before we got about 3 minutes. Let's head back to the NBA real quick because I forgot to mention, or I just asked about this because last week you said that Russ was definitely your MVP. Has that changed any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what, Mike? When I when I look around the league, right? You know, like I said, all of these guys are performing at a very high level, like the MVP candidate. You know, and I just dude, this is gonna be. I can't even lie, man. I think this is probably gonna be the closest voting probably in a long time when it comes to the MVP because it's like, dude, you take LeBron James away from the Cavs. The Cavs not in second place. They probably not even competing. You know, for the 8th playoff spot. If you take away LeBron and everything that came with LeBron, meaning like the J.R. Smiths and the Iman Shumpert and you take him away, there's a chance that the Cavs are competing for a lottery pick, right? Mm-hmm. You take James Harden away from the Houston Rockets, like they will probably make it in maybe as number 8 seed. You know what I'm saying? But they really like James Harden means the world to them.
Right. You
know, you look at Steph Curry out in Golden State, and you take him away for the whole season, and it's like, are they a 60-win team? Absolutely not.
Right.
So I think it's gonna be very tough. But you know, I'm excited to see who's gonna end up walking away with the trophy.
I'm convinced now it's gonna be James.
So
Harden.
right now.
Yeah, I'm convinced it's gonna be James Harden, and I'm not changing.
Probably so.
Yeah, I'm convinced it's gonna be James Harden. And then right in the car today, I just had this thought. I was like, all right, just think about this scenario. At the time, Sam Presti and the boys in Oklahoma City, we got about a minute here to go, so I'm going to make this quick. They had a choice. We got to give money to Harden or Ibaka. And they chose Ibaka. Yeah. But let's imagine them choosing Harden. Now you got 3 legitimate MVP type players. You're talking about a big 3. It's probably the best big 3 we've ever seen. Because all these dudes are like 24 years old, 25 years old. Young as hell, and can get buckets on anybody. These dudes are gonna score 150 points a game if this scenario plays out. But it didn't, and we'll never know. But I just had that thought earlier, like, got to be more careful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is the Sports King podcast.
With Durant down, they need him. They could use Harden right now.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's the Sports Kings podcast, man. Spreaker.com is where you can hear us. We also post these things on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, so you can catch us there. Sports Kings Live is the handle. The email address as well, sportskingslive at gmail.com. When we come back, we'll get into the world of the NFL a little bit today.